No pit stops, no strategy. It's all about the pace today. Qualifying day here at the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are, okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 15.0. Leclerc, and we're in front of Pierce, Albon and Piastri. Fantastic, you've got pole position.
Yeah, baby! Awesome job. Awesome job.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for today's race at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Tsunoda, George Russell and Verstappen, Piastri, Lawson, Pierce and Isaac Hadjar, Gasly, Webber, Ollie Behrman and Ocon, Stroll, Antonelli, Paul Aaron and Carlos Sainz. Pepe Marti, Bortoletto, Doohan, and Zane Maloney rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was around 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Ready, check.
Right, this track needs a lot of downforce, so we won't have as much top speed. The good news, though, is that it's going to make our DRS even more effective than normal. Try to make the most of it in the race and quali if you can. Okay, not the best placement there, mate. Let's try and get a good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. Can now use DRS. DRS now available. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. You're in first position, front of the pack. Leclerc behind. They're on fresh mediums. And that's 13 laps now until your pit window's open. And that's 33 laps to go. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.7 seconds. Push now, we're boxing this lap.
Yeah.
You've got a lead of 5 seconds over the car behind. Don't forget, box this lap. Okay, there seems to have been a problem removing the right front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish this race as strong as possible. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. That's P5, you're in P5. Liam's ahead of you. They're on old mediums. Piastri's behind you now. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 19 laps to go. Liam is in the pit lane. Liam's in the pits now. Gap to your teammate behind, 5.0 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. Okay, 18 laps to go. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. First position, front of the pack. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 39.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're currently 6th. Time last lap, 1:20.0. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay mate, final lap, keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
Here's the checkered flag. The fans rise to their feet. It's Lando Norris for victory.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Okay, we've sent off that sponsor contract proposal. With any luck... Great news, boss. The sponsor we were after are pleased with our proposals and are happy to sign. I'll get all the relevant paperwork sorted. All that's left to say is, congratulations.
Okay, boss. Got an interesting bit of news for you. We've had a driver reach out to us to ask if we'd be interested in a preliminary chat with them about possibilities for next season. You can always say no if you're not interested, or we can see where it goes. Your call. Okay, I've said yes to an informal chat. Let's get them in, tell them all about our project, and see what we can learn about them.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.